This is lot 1089. This is a registered dun gelding. I will put a copy of his papers in the front of his video. We are not going to ride this horse very hard because he is a little sick. Now here's the deal with this horse. When he came in here, he was real sick. And he is getting over it. When he came in, the day they unloaded him off the trailer, we put him in an isolated pen because he was draining snot out both nostrils. He's been isolated. He doesn't have a fever, and he doesn't have any snot in his nose today. But it's been, what, 10 days probably?
Yeah. They still got a good...
We don't want to get him hot, and we're going to ride him enough you can see that he's broke. He's getting over the sickness. When you get him home, you shouldn't really have any additional treatment or anything, but when I tell you this horse was sick, he was really sick. I'm assuming that maybe is why they dumped him at the sale barn, because he got so sick, and they I don't know if they panicked or what, but I'm gonna tell you, this horse put his head down. They unloaded him off the trailer in the chute, and this horse put his head down, and there was snot just rolling out both nostrils. And we put him down in the isolated pen, and we threw him alfalfa, and we've tried to baby him along for the last almost 2 weeks. But please know, this horse has been sick. He is getting over being sick. But we just don't feel comfortable getting him too hot. See right there, the little cough he just had? He's supposed to be a pretty nice horse that was started on the barrels, and he's supposed to rope a little bit. They sure talked him up. Other direction. And the sad thing is, he's the kind of horse that he's broke well enough, and he really kind of goes to the barrels good enough, you could really show him and make him a high dollar horse, but we just don't want to get him hot. Yeah, just trot him the other direction just for a second, and then let him lope off so they can see that he does lope. This horse had on 4 shoes. They said that he was a started barrel horse and that he's been roped off of. He came guaranteed sound to us. I can't guarantee him that way. But they sure talked good about him. Boy, he's got a nice long trot. I just need them to get us an arena so we don't have to fight with all this. They can't see how up and down it is, and there's the roots to all the trees that were along this line. Will you let him go? Will you let him go that direction one time, and we'll be done with him? Will you let him lope that direction, and we'll be done with him? That's okay. I know you can't hear me. I should just scream at you, but I.
That's okay. I'll take being screamed at.
Yeah, I just scream at you. Right there to trot. He sure has a pretty trot. But I'm gonna tell you guys, this horse has just been sick. I can't imagine that he's not just a little bit. Whew. Look at that lope. He does have a big, pretty lope. There was a big old wad of snot. We saved him for last so we could disinfect everything when we got off of him. I'm gonna put him back in the quarantine pen down there. We're gonna keep feeding him alfalfa till you buy him. I don't know if you buy this horse that it wouldn't be smart to have Dr. Horner come give him a shot of Exceed. Man, I want to have Dr. Horner give him a shot of Exceed today, but I'm afraid if he doesn't sell, Gary would have a fit with him having antibiotics. Yeah, by law, Nikki and I, we can't doctor the horses because they're intended for human consumption. So Gary could get in tons of trouble for selling a horse that has received antibiotics on his place. And it sucks because a horse like this, I mean, this is a really nice horse. And he's dried up. I mean, I'm telling you, he was sick. Like, put his head down, rolling snot. The reason we saved him for last is just so we can disinfect everything. He's got 4 shoes on. They said he lopes circles. You can swing a rope off of him. You can drag stuff in on him. He started on the barrels. And he's not done anything to make us feel like that's a lie. He was just sick. He stepped off the trailer here sick, which means he was sick at the sale barn that morning.
Yeah, and he would have been sick
Yeah, he had been sick. I mean, somebody had let it fester. And if you purchase this horse, you're more than welcome. Nikki and I squirted some stuff in his mouth that's natural. We tried to give him like just some liquid that's all natural. And what'd you say?
Something to help him.
Yeah, and I mean, it dried him up. I was, I think we were both really impressed because within about 3 days of him getting it, it did dry him up, but it's an all natural oral thing. I do think he needs some antibiotics though, so if you want this horse, I'd like for you to buy him. Somebody's going to be proud to own him, and I'd sure enough have Dr. Horner give him some antibiotics. But I just, by law, he just can't have them until somebody else owns him. He's a cool horse. You want to trot him through the barrels one more time? Yeah, you know, I thought, as sick as he was, that he would be coughing, and I mean, I really think he's on the backside of it now. I was scared to even get him rode as much as we've rode him for fear that he would just go to coughing and draining snot, but I think he's okay, and I think he's going to be fine. Oh yeah, he knows the barrels, doesn't he? He stuck a leg in the ground. I mean, he really, that was no joke right there. I really think somebody's going to get a heck of a horse here. He's the kind I wish that we could take him home for about a week and tune him up and really show what he is. Oh, big guy. This is sure enough a nice horse. And I will put a copy of his papers in the front of the video. And he just stops so nice. It's a good horse.